Alright, so for today, we are in the Niners offensive playbook, and we're going to be taking a look at the wing flex close. And for the audibles, I like to have the slot comeback, the halfback zone, um, motion did go, and motion fork H choice. Okay, so for the first setup, I like this return route from R1. So something we could use to get that open. We can throw our running back on a flat route, and we can drag our tight end. And we can also throw circle on an in route and stem him about a couple yards upfield. We could leave this halfback flat, or we can motion him out and put him on a speed out. And we're gonna snap this, and you can see how open he gets because you can see the running back is pulling that outside defender, and that drag is pulling the hook. It's not gonna be as open, but we can still fit the running back flat. But for better spacing, I would motion the running back out wide. What else are we gonna run here? I like to throw circle on a corner, and we're gonna stem him down about twice, and we can still run the same setup like before. Right here, drag. He's wide open. Gonna block the running back this time. And we're going to pass lead this corner upfield on a curl and stem him down right about where the line is. And we're going to throw a running back on a flat. And we can go ahead and streak our slot receiver right here. And we're looking for this in route. Got our hitch. Outside of that in route, we can go ahead and drag him flat the running back and still run the same setup as before. So we have something like this. Got a drag from our tight end. And against cover 2, I like to go ahead and streak our slot receiver circle. And we're going to look at this fade route. It's going to get right behind that flat. And we can fit our fade. We can even keep this motion from our back. He's going to pull out that flat defender a little bit more so we can hit this a little bit earlier. But we can still hit this, and we can still pick up yards after the catch if they're not playing hard flats. So we're going to run that again. Sometimes you do get a weird rack animation, but if there's no flat defender, I would take it. We can also run a setup like this now, where we have the in route from circle, and we're going to lead a motion from the running back. So we got the running back. It's really easy to set up. Again, we have that zig route, and we have that in route right behind that. But for those early checkdowns, I really want to hit that drag, or we can hit that zig route. So now we got the in route from circle. Next play, let's go ahead and look at the motion did go. If we can go ahead and stem the corner down. So I'm going to call it. We can pass lead this up away from that flat defender. You can see how open our return gets. We got our tight end right here in the flat. And I got that return route from R1. We can run the same setup like before. We can stem this really good in-breaking route from circle. It's an in route, but it's going to do really good against man in zone coverage. We're going to leave this out route from our running back in that motion. We can streak our tight end so they can pull back those zones so we can fit some of these routes. So we're going to call it. And you can see how open this in route gets. Sorry, you can see how open that return route gets. I'm going to go ahead and throw my running back on a flat route right here. So now we got something like this. We'll try to hit our in route from circle. For the next play, we have the motion fork H choice. And what we're going to do here, I like to go ahead and streak our tight end. R1, we're going to go ahead and drag our slot receiver circle, and we're going to go ahead and flat square. We're going to snap the ball. We got this really good option route. We got this really good option route from our running back. He's going to run an angle route. You can see I want him to run that hitch. That's pretty much what I'm looking for, but that angle route is still pretty good out the backfield. It's really good against Madden zone coverage. Let's go ahead and run it again. We're going to go ahead and hit this tight end against cover 3. But against cover 4, we can go ahead and motion him out. Against cover 4, we can go ahead and motion out this receiver right here for better spacing, and we can go ahead and streak our running back out the backfield. If he doesn't get as stuck, you can hit him with that streak. And for the final setup, you can see R1 has basically a speed out, but he's inside the numbers. But we can still stem this up field. We're going to go ahead and flat our tight end, or we could drag our tight end actually. We could do double drags and make a read off of that. Or we could run something pretty much like this. We got a mesh concept with the double drags. We can also throw square on a post. It really doesn't matter what we do with square. But we're looking at this route from R1. You get a good pass. You can hit him towards the sideline. I'm going to try to hit these double drags here. First we got circle. And we're going to try to hit X from the tight end. Something else we could do, we can go ahead and throw circle on that streak. And we can leave that post route. It's going to be really good against cover 3 if we could get a better pass. Let's go ahead and try that again. We're going to stem this up. We're going to drag. We're going to go ahead and streak. And let's go ahead and stem this post route down for an early break. And now we have a really good pass. It's pretty much something that I like to go to when I want to bomb cover 3. Yeah, a touchdown. Let's go ahead and run it again. Call it. There we go. We're just going to go ahead and throw a slot on a streak for the cover 3 bomb. And we're going to also throw R1 on the streak as well so we can fit this corner out. And for the last play, we have the halfback zone weak. You can flip this left or right depending on the way it's aligned. You can play with the motion a little bit. You can motion some guys in quick snap. You can motion a tight end out in quick snap. But we're going to leave this basically as a base run. And for some reason, some of the pistol runs in this game are really, really good. Like if you ran pistol bunch tight end out of run and gun, you know what I'm talking about. You get that same feel with this run as well. You don't feel like you're getting that slow handoff. We're going to go ahead and motion this tight end over. I'm going to go ahead and run this one more time. We can't quick stab it, so we have to let him get set.